Hi, this is Jody and Jolene here at the hydration station again. And we wanted to make a video because we'd gotten some feedback that folks would like to know a little bit about using some of the waters that the Kangen machine makes for like cuts, scrapes, maybe bruises, wounds, burns, if you burn yourself in the kitchen or whatnot. So I'm gonna go through these protocols and show you how to do that. When we utilize them for wounds or care or things like that, we have a three-step process. So we have number one, we've got this real nicely labeled here. It's 2.5. Then we have a second step, which is going to be the 11.5. And then we have a third step, which is the 6.0. So we're going to fill these up real quick so that we have them available so I can show you. Now, if you're unfamiliar or need a refresher on how to make the strong acidic water, because that's how we get the 11 and the 2.5, please check out one of our prior videos or another video in the library, and it will go over that for you. So I'm going to make some 2.5 and 11.5. Just want to fill my bottles up. And I usually use the bottles for, especially if you have like acne, psoriasis, things like that. The bottles work really well to have them filled up handy and right at your fingertips. So I'm going to put my 11.5 in there, my 2.5 in here. And we're just going to put enough 2.5 in here to whatever the little blue bottle fills up. Okay, so we got about that much 2.5. We've got 11.5. Again, anytime you're done making strong waters, push a drinking button. The machine's going to clean itself. So we're going to let it clean itself for a little bit while we get this one. This one we're going to put 6.0 in, because that is the one for beauty, for your skin, to tone your skin. It puts your skin back in balance. All right, fill that up. Okay, and as soon as it gets done, we'll push the beauty button. We'll get our 6.0 water.
Kangen water 9.5.
Okay, so I'm going to push the beauty button. Again, when we're making beauty water, it's a slightly acidic water. The machine's going to beep like it's doing. So I'm just going to fill up this green container. Spray bottle. And get that done up there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just shut the machine. I'm going to actually put it back to the drinking position. I always get in the habit of just putting it back to the drinking position. No matter what I'm doing, when I'm done, it goes back to the drinking position. Then if somebody comes up, they want to just get their water, they're ready to go for drinking. Okay, so now that these are full, if I was to have like an open wound, or you had maybe a teenager with acne, or somebody with psoriasis that's got more broken open sections of it, the 2.5 is the first application that you would use. And I have this on spray. There we go. And so let's just say I had psoriasis on my arm. Let's be pretending. I would put this on, a nice layer of it, and I would let it actually air dry. And usually when you put the 2.5 on, usually within 30 seconds to 2 minutes, it'll kill 99.9% of germs. This is actually considered hypochlorous acid. So if you want to look that up online, that's what this is hypochlorous acid based on the pH and the way that it's made. So in order for time savings, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of dab my arm here. And get back into the frame, dab my arm. So we're going to pretend like that dried off, okay? So after that happens, for psoriasis and acne, that you just put this on. Just spray it on again, liberally, and just going to let it air dry. Again, for time savings, we'll just kind of dab, 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 dab. But let it air dry. It is a process. It does take some time, but it's definitely worth the wait. So once you have used the 2.5, killed germs, whatever, you've put the 11.5 on. The reason you put this on is it's very, very high in antioxidants, and it has a very high healing effect when you use it. If I had a bruise, I would actually just get this towel wet with 11.5, and I'd just kind of lay that on my bruise, and I'd leave it sit there for 15, 20 minutes a few times a day for multiple days. It just helps the body kind of get that blood broke back down into the system. Now, for the psoriasis and acne, I've used 2.5, I've used 11, and now I'm just gonna spray a nice little layer of 6.0, because what this does is 6.0 is gonna take your skin back to the balanced state that it needs to be. And that's why this too, just by itself, works great when you're done, maybe washing your face or doing that to balance your skin back out. Just spray it all over your face. Works great. Let it air dry again. Also, I use this on my hair, so I wash it, I do condition it with conditioners, but then I put this on it afterwards, and it just helps lay down the little hair, not the follicles, but the little pieces on the edge of it. It just helps lay that down so you have less frizz and less kind of out of controlness to your hair. So, so that works good. It also, some people use it as a toner for after they get done shaving. So you could use it on your legs, your face, wherever. And also you can groom your pets with it. So the 6.0 has a lot of uses, but for wound care, acne, psoriasis, that is the protocol we use. We use 1. You can see these, Jolene? 1, I'll bring it back. 1, 2, 3. And you're gonna wanna do this about 3 times a day, ideally. If you can only do it twice a day, that works too. The other thing I'm gonna say though is if you get a burn, cause I've been home more with the last year and a half with COVID, been doing a little more cooking, and I've, burnt myself on a baking pan or the oven or whatnot. If you burn yourself in your kitchen and you got your machine right there, don't go grabbing this bottle, okay? You're gonna wanna go to your machine. If I burnt myself, I'm like, ow, you're gonna wanna turn that on, and you're gonna want to just run. Make sure it's slick, like we did in our video, and if you need to refresh it again, go back and watch the video. But I've had many times that I have either cut myself or I have burnt myself, especially a burn, and just run it underneath here. Jolene, can you see my hand kind of on there where it's running? Like if I had burnt my finger, I would just keep running this on my hand. And literally, I have been known to leave my hand under here for 5 minutes. When I get done with it fresh, because what's happening now is the water has the highest antioxidant potential and the smallest microclustering because it is coming straight out of this machine. And for burns, this is an amazing thing to use. Also for cuts, I've used it when I've cut myself, cut my fingertips here. Obviously, I'm not giving any medical advice, so if you need to go to the doctor, go to the doctor, do what you need to do. But for burns and things, this is really great. And then when I get done, I'll usually take like a container and I'll fill it up, say after 5 minutes, because it is using my saline solution, but hey, I got burnt, so I'm like, I'll use the whole bottle. So, but after I get done, I'm like, okay, I think I'm all right. I'll just kind of put that there. I'm gonna put this back to the cleaning mode, because again, we're gonna put it back to cleaning where the drinking water is at. But then I would probably just hold my fingers in here for a good 20 minutes, 40 minutes. Really depends on the severity of the burn. And also when you, kind of assess how it looks, then you can, at least it will give you some type of a remedy to use on it until you can get to the doctor or to get further treatment that you need. But it's really been a blessing during the last 15 months of my cleaning and cooking and doing home stuff. So again, once it's done cleaning, it's back to the drinking water. Just go ahead and shut it off. But this is great for, really been great for burns. Sunburns too. If you got, because we're in a lot of heat right now at this time of the year. Use the 11.5 in a spray bottle. If you get out and you get too burnt, put this liberally, just this one, the 11.5, on your sunburn and do it multiple times, you know. And you could even take, if it's really bad, I've had folks where you just take this whole thing, get it wet underneath here with the 11.5, and then just lay that on their back. You know, lay it across it and drape it. And, you know, of course, it's going to drip all over and probably make a mess, but it'll really help with the sunburns, especially during summertime. And after you know, the sunburn starts kind of getting healing, you can always then start using some 6.0 to help balance the skin back out too. So I'm hopefully those have been valuable. I was trying to keep this quick, but it probably went a little bit long. So anyways, hopefully this gives you some ideas of what you can do for cuts, scrapes, things like that, burns. Again, we are not here to give medical advice. We are not claiming anything like that, just things that we've used it for. So by all means, please check with your physician, with your doctors on any type of medical treatment that you need. But if you do have other basic questions and stuff, please get a hold of us. Our information's down below, and we will help you out. We want you to get the most out of your investment and your machine. So with that, I'm gonna sign off. Again, be happy, be healthy, and be hydrated.